Welcome to Backbreaking News, episode 240. Today we're going to continue with the Would You Rather questions, and today we're doing 21 to 30. Okay, there's 200 of these. Wow. Question number 21: Would you rather always have to say exactly what you're thinking, or never be able to speak again? Always be able to speak what I'm saying. Always having to say what you're thinking. Because imagine in a world where everyone's honest, but only you could be honest. Sometimes it would be a curse, and other times it would be a complete and utter happiness. You would feel completely happy that you're able to be honest. You're able to tell the truth. But being ever able to speak again is something people have to deal with sometimes. But there's sign language, I guess. But I'd rather be able to speak, because would be more easier for me to communicate that way. Question number 22. Would you rather live without your phone or live without your computer? Live without my computer, because I record on my phone. The phone is more useful in overall this, because with no phone you won't be able to, like, if you get lost, who you gonna call? Nobody. If something happened, who you gonna call? Nobody. I mean, overall, a phone is pretty much more important than a computer, but I'd rather have both because it helps me. Like right now, I got this right in front of me on my computer while reading these, so I put them all in Google Docs so I know exactly what the topic is, what I'm talking about. But both are useful for me. But I would much rather have my phone. Question number 23. Would you rather be trapped in a romantic comedy with your enemies or a horror movie with your friends? Honestly, a horror movie with my friends, because that would just be funny. It would be funny. It would be the comedy show. I feel like if there was a horror show with me and my friend, a horror movie with me and my friends, it would end up being a comedy, because we're all very funny. A romantic comedy with my enemies just doesn't make sense. Why would I? The question is, it just would make no logical sense. I'd much rather be in a horror movie, because who knows, I might be the one who would survive the horror movie. You never know. You could be the lucky one to survive. Question number 24. Would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak all human languages? I would rather speak all human languages. I have a question. Does sign language count? Because that will also be useful too. If that counts, you could speak every version of sign language, speak every language to communicate to people. So ultimately, this will be more useful than talking to animals. Speaking all human languages. It says speak all human languages. Some languages you sign, like sign language, so I'm assuming those count as well. You're able to talk to a lot more people. Yeah, and that means you know languages that are not well known, maybe like Latin or like something, and you never know what you'll be able to learn. It will be a much more useful skill, in my opinion. Number 25. Would you rather never feel physical pain or never feel emotional pain? Honestly, never feel physical pain. Because physical pain hurts, but you need emotional pain, so I feel like emotional pain is much more important than physical. But physical pain is also important, but never being able to feel it could be dangerous, I guess. But I guess it would work in your favor. Number 26. Question number 26. Would you rather always feel too hot or always feel too cold? I always feel too hot, so I'm just going to stay the way I am. Always feel too hot. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just like I'm always just burning hot most of the time. Recently, I've been feeling more chill, more comfortable in not chilled but not cold. I've been feeling more warm, not warm, not cold, more like in the middle. Okay. Question number 27. Would you rather have the ability to teleport anywhere or be able to read any book instantly? Wow, I would rather be able to read any book instantly. And I'm assuming you retain the knowledge of reading this, so I would be reading all the so that means if you get a hold of like a law book or like a book for class you have to read, you would know all the knowledge there. So just imagine passing English or passing anything that involves reading just because you're able to look at it and instantly gain all that knowledge. It's a more useful skill. Being able to teleport anywhere is all good, but there's going to be... What would be the use of that would not be creepy besides teleporting to a place you'd like to see? Like Italy or something, or France, or like a different country. Like, there's no good uses of teleporting anywhere besides that. Like, any other example, that would be extremely crazy. Okay, question number 28. Would you rather have a photographic memory or be able to forget anything you want to? Honestly, being able to forget anything you want to. Because that means you could forget anything about your past that you don't want to remember. So that means physically. But photographic photographic memory is also good because then you can remember anything. But that comes with its disadvantages. You can remember everything embarrassing ever happened to you. Okay, question 29. Would you rather have a long, boring life or a short, exciting one? I'd much rather live a long, boring life. Because a long, boring life means you get to see more in life. You get to do more in life. A boring life could also be exciting sometimes. It's not always boring. That's my point. An exciting one, an exciting short one, I mean, it's not worth it, Question number 30. Would you rather have to fight zombies or alien in an apocalypse? In an apocalypse. Okay. You know what? I give up. In a apocalypse, I would rather fight zombies because they're just dead people that come back to life. All I have to do is punch them and their head starts rolling. Aliens, we don't have the technology for that. In my opinion. Good. Bye.